Hey guys, welcome back to 2000 and something, the worst movie review channel on the internet.
It's terrible.
Very. And today we're going to be doing episode 2 and 3 of Moon Knight. Or if you want to see a nice visual, this TV poster.
Why are you holding a picture of some pink Himalayan sea salt?
I don't know, Will. Why is there pink Himalayan sea salt in my hand right now?
I don't know. It's just kind of weird that you keep doing that.
Here, just gonna
Mm-hmm.
gonna clasp it so it's disappeared.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm just gonna boom on your knee. Magic. now that bit's over.
Yeah, now that bit's over. That's always the sign of a good bit. It was when people go, now that bit's over.
So, Will, just before we really
Yes.
start reviewing the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
did you like both episodes, or you're like, I watched that?
Third one, liked it. Second one,
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense. I'd probably have to say the same. The second one, I feel like didn't have. I mean, there's more fighting in it, which I did like, but still.
Right. It's way more boring. Less stuff happens. It's just like...
So, I'm glad we're kind of combining it, because it would have made more of a boring video. Like, oh yeah, nothing really happened. That was too interesting. We did get to meet
Right.
Vanilla Deadpool.
Vanilla Deadpool, indeed. Got a real wonky CGI mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked rather dapper though, so not to say the least.
Dap.
Another thing that I liked is in episode 2 there was that QR code that was right there, but apparently that QR code there's a QR code in every single episode.
Right.
You haven't been able to find number 3, have you?
I have no idea where number 3 is. It's
Okay.
I'm sure it's out there. Maybe it's on the butt of a camel or something.
No, it's just it's built into his suit.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's on when he does that whole little Batman swoop in episode 3, it's just on there.
It's on the bottom of his shoe, so if you look at all of his footprints, it's all actually just the
There
QR
you go,
code.
that's how we do it.
Yeah.
What?
We're in Egypt now. We're adventuring in Egypt. The Moon Knight. He left London. He's in Egypt now.
Yeah, I liked how that just end of episode 2, you see him drinking a bottle of freaking Fireball. It looked like a bottle of Fireball.
All right, just chilling in his apartment, breaking mirrors.
Yeah, and then just opens the curtains. Boom, Egypt. I'm like, wow, it's pretty snazzy.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool. But I wish there was more Layla. I mean, I kind of like her character. May Colloway is doing a pretty good job playing that character. She is and she's also kind of a TV actress versus a movie actress. But if her character, I don't know if she has a character backstory at all. But I thought it was pretty cool how she was there, in episode 3 as well, and she just finds him as the whole scene where she's getting her passport and stuff. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, it would be pretty cool if the actress was able to get into a movie.
Yeah.
Like Moon Knight gets a movie, or you get to see her as a little cameo in the movie a movie, just so she can go from being a TV actress to being a movie actress.
That's what I always say is, if you're a TV actress, what are you doing with your life? You suck. I mean,
No,
TV, none of the actors are good.
Hold on. So a lot of Layla also keeps telling Mark, bring out Steve, he can help us. He understands this stuff a lot better than you do. And Mark just keeps saying, no, I don't want to bring him out, no, I don't want to bring him out, because he's afraid that he's going to take control of the body completely, because he's not 100% sure how this is going to work.
Right.
But it just seems like he keeps fading in and out, and even then there's another personality that's becoming more prevalent as well. And he's like, Steven, what happened? He's like, I don't know, I didn't do any of this.
Right.
And Steven's really non-violent, which you should know. Steven wouldn't kill anybody.
Right.
Unless not even unless Steven just isn't that violent.
Is this going to be a dark personality? Do you think it's going to be an actual bad guy personality that
No,
they
it's not
don't
going to
talk
be a
to?
bad guy personality. It's going to be a more brutal personality. He does what he feels like he does what he needs to get what he wants and to meet his goals. But another thing, Layla is saying, keep bringing him out, bring out Steven. He can help us. She's right, because he's able to find do the star map,
right,
and to figure out where the location is. So, and it just shows the intelligence of Steven. Steven, because even the pieces were all burnt up and stuff. and then he was able to like make it into what he needed to find what he was looking for. So it just shows that Steven's a lot smarter than people are giving him credit for.
Right.
Like his whole job thing, where like his boss wasn't letting him run a tour guide show. Just like it was like, bro, he understands this stuff. Like he legitimately was able to like burnt pieces made it work and like do what he needed it to do.
Kind of an interesting thing. How many times do you think in one day you're gonna have to turn the stars and the sun backwards? Because it happens multiple times in this episode. They're just really fun in a lot of ways for the moon god to be relevant to their situation.
Yeah. It was kind of sad that they turned him to stone and then like Moon Knight lost all his powers.
I don't like Khonshu. He annoys me.
He does.
He's a lot.
Maybe he's annoying now, but like we're gonna like grow to love him somehow for something.
Yeah.
I mean, like just seeing him like that, like basically get turned to stone, like it was sad. Like, oh man, it's one less annoying thing in the world that I'm gonna kind of miss. You want to talk about the gods a bit? Do you know anything about the Egyptian gods?
Not really. Everything I know about the Egyptian gods is from the Kane Chronicles, from roughly 10 years ago.
The Kane Chronicles.
Yeah, the Kane Chronicles. You ever read Percy Jackson?
Oh.
It's a sequel series, except it's not in the same universe, I don't think, ? Correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, don't. But it's Bosk. That's the main one, is Bosk the cat god. Is the main. So if Bosk the cat god shows up, I got all kinds of stuff to tell you about. But no, I don't know anybody else.
So something that I kind of talked about in, like, there's a lot of religions. Like people, there's a video that was released like a while ago. This guy's like, hey, how come no one in the MCU is just like realizing that Norse mythology is actually the true religion of the world? Well, the reason that is because even like there's a preview for Love and Thunder just dropped like yesterday, showing the Olympians, the whole Zeus and his family tree of incest. And there's other people like from other mythologies, obviously, that are characters in the DC universe. So that even means there is a character that is essentially like there's a character that's based around the devil. There's a character that's going to be based around God and Jesus, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but there are other mythologies that are like actual people in the Marvel comic universe.
Right. So, and then they just all fight over your soul when you die, or how's that work? You just get to pick? You spin a lotto thing? Actually, you're going to the Greek rules for when you die.
Ah, yes. Egyptian, they just weigh your heart with a feather.
Hopefully you don't get Aztec or something.
You gotta just hope for the best at that point. Well, it's time for a new segment.
A new segment? Yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna call it... Where's my computer?
This segment has not been approved.
Joey does trivia with Will.
Oh, no.
And Will tries to get the answers right, but if he gets it wrong, he has to do a punishment.
Okay.
Or this acronym.
Don't do my thing. There's nothing in your hand. I don't approve acronyms unless they're my acronyms.
Oh.
You actually
better put the acronym in my hand, Will.
Joey, why are you holding up a piece of Himalayan sea salt?
Gosh, to deal with Himalayan sea salt today.
I don't know.
Okay. So this is going to be about Oscar Isaac.
Okay.
Oscar Isaac. Okay. Which of the following movies was Oscar Isaac not a part of?
Okay.
X-Men Apocalypse.
He's in that. Plays Apocalypse.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Spider-Man Far From Home. Dune.
Well, in Dune he plays the king. In Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse he plays Spider-Man 2099. So I'm gonna go with Spider-Man Far From Home.
Crap, I thought you'd struggle with that one a bit more. First question correct.
Okay, thank you.
This one's about Ethan Hawke.
Okay.
What is Ethan Hawke's middle name?
Bellatrix.
No!
Cynthia. Ethan, John Hawke.
Okay, how about I give you multiple choice?
Okay.
Because John is not right.
Okay.
Is it Ethan Jonathan Hawke?
Okay.
Ethan Red Hawke? Ethan Green Hawke? Or Ethan Marshall Hawke?
Jonathan Hawke.
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Ethan Greenhawk.
Ethan Greenhawk.
Thought you would kind of like think, why do you do two colors?
See, I was trying to do it by you going, it's actually not John. And so I thought that was meaning it was Jonathan.
I don't know, I just kind of pulled Jonathan out of my butt.
I gotcha.
Okay, this is another question about Ethan Hawke.
Okay.
What state was Ethan Hawke born in? I've given you multiple choice on this one as well, because there's 50 states,
Okay.
plus Puerto Rico,
Okay.
and other American territories.
Puerto Rico.
It's not Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Was it A, Miami, Florida,
Miami, Florida. Love that state.
B?
Yep.
I'm gonna do city and state, so
Okay.
I will give you. I'm gonna give you the city. The
Okay.
city I give you will be the right cities. So I'm
Okay.
not gonna give you a state with two different cities. So Miami, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, spacing out on
So I'm gonna guess it's not this next one.
Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Austin, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City, Missouri,
Okay.
or New York, New York.
I just want to include everybody in on this. Joey got in trouble from his mom because he said his real city. And she's afraid that he's going to get murdered by one of you lovely people.
The internet's gonna find out where I live anyway eventually. So
Because I'll tell him.
all right.
I'm going to say Miami, Florida.
No.
Oh, dang
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Interesting. I'm learning a lot about Ethan Hawke here.
Ethan Hawke. Oh, do you want to know more about Oscar Isaac?
Sure.
Question number 4.
4?
What is Oscar Isaac's main inspiration from the other MC movies for Moon Knight?
For Moon Knight.
Is
Okay.
it A, Captain America?
I'm going to say
First
Iron Man.
Avenger? Huh?
I'm going to say Iron Man. Because he says it's the only other, whatchamacallit,
You can let me
internal
do it!
drama.
Gosh! Yes,
Listen,
it's
I know
Iron
things-
Man.
I know Oscar Isaac stuff.
Why do you know so much Oscar Isaac stuff?
I don't know. He's like, this is the first time we've done a character drama since Iron Man. I don't know. He just said that one time.
So this is going to be the final question.
Okay.
It's 3 answers.
Yep.
So, of these 3 people,
Mm-hmm.
who owns Twitter stock?
Who owns Twitter stock? Elon Musk.
Dang it. Yeah, that was the answer I was going to go for. All right, well, that segment kind of sucked.
I apologize for knowing your trivia before you say the trivia.
Yeah. I should have asked, like, what's Oscar Isaac's favorite sports team?
Oh, he likes the Milwaukee Braves.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I thought you, like, just knew that off the top of your head. I'm like, how do you just know that on deck? Whatever, man. Okay.
I don't know that Milwaukee Braves are a real team.
Like, I don't know either. I don't watch football.
I don't. They're for sure not a
Okay.
football team. All right.
Gosh. The worst.
Speaking of bad, welcome to Will reads Joey a bad review, and then Joey says words that are in reaction to that bad review that Will has just said to him. Or
Why are you holding
right here.
Why are you holding Himalayan salt?
Do you edit these videos, Joey?
No, I do not.
Okay, then what I'm holding right now is an acronym. In fact, what's directly over your face? Himalayan sea salt. Steven is a socially awkward person whose only motivation is getting a girlfriend, which is weird, outdated, and creepy. He also can't seem to ask obvious questions or speak obvious offenses that would have saved him from half the scenes that divulge into really dull, clunky dialogue. Mark is former military? I don't know anything about Mark. Layla is the exposition machine. That is all. Harrow is the only one with an understandable motive, and he's the villain. Effectively the only character the show has to root for. Between this and the new Star Wars films, I feel like Oscar Isaac needs to just quit Disney. The only times he has waned as an actor are in these 2 products. That's not good. In a character I was very hyped for, I now find myself resenting. I don't care for Steven, I don't care for Mark, I don't care for Khonshu, I understand Harrow, but he is a psychopathic murderer. What else do I have to hold on to? Layla's mind-numbing expository dialogue?
So, Mark. So obviously, yeah. There's not a lot to know about Mark, because Mark isn't obviously the prevalent character in here. It's been more about Steven.
Right.
In episode 1 and 2, but there was more about Mark in episode 3, so we did get to see more about him, which I did enjoy. But yeah, he's not even ex-military, is he?
Oh, I have no idea. He's army. He go, I kill.
Yeah, I mean, he knows how to kill people. That doesn't mean he's ex-military.
Yeah.
He's just like, he was working for somebody, then he like got shot in the head, obviously, and stuff happened. Blah blah blah. He became Moon Knight,
as one does.
So then Steven, I don't like Steven, outdated and creepy for wanting to get a girlfriend. Really, I want to get a girlfriend.
Yeah,
that's something on my to-do list. But I don't think it makes him creepy. I think it just makes him understood, and he just has anxiety. So it's hard for him. That's why he can't ask simple questions, like obviously simple questions, like you stated, because he's got anxiety. He's struggling with like communicating with people.
I have a question for you. Is Layla his wife too? Does Layla have to go, oh, you're Steven now? Sorry, I'm leaving. Do they have to have two different houses side by side, that when he turns into Steven, he goes to the other house to live in?
I don't know. I think that's getting a little... Because, like, I don't know. That's weird. That'd be a weird situation. I mean, would it be counting as cheating? I mean... It's technically the same person, but technically not the same person.
Right. So go ahead and tell us the answer. You're deciding for all mankind.
I mean, if I had multiple personality, I guess if Mark was in the room and Mark's like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Like, we're basically the same person. Then yeah, it's okay. But I think there just has to be communication involved. Like, yeah, no, you can't do that, Steven. Now, obviously, like, then the next question is like, so is Steven allowed to date other people, or?
Oh, that'd be real weird if they're having like, Steven's got a girlfriend and they all live in the same house together.
Yeah, that'd be a wacky situation.
That'd be real weird.
And like sometimes though, there's some, yeah, I don't want to get into too much context with that, but still. Next, Oscar Isaac being bad in Disney movies. I liked him in the Star Wars movies. I think he did a good job.
I like him in this. I don't really like him in the Star Wars movies.
Are you serious?
Yeah, well, okay, so I think I like him. I don't like Poe. Or wait, yeah, Poe.
I don't know. I think I like Poe Dameron.
Yeah.
I thought his character was like gonna turn evil though, honestly. Because it's like kind of felt like, oh yeah, he's helping this guy out. Oh yeah, I work for the bad guys, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't to say that he did bad.
I don't think he did bad. I think he's just, I don't like that character.
So, I mean, yeah, it's a bad review, but I mean, they have some solid points. Like, there are some annoying characters, and like Layla, like just pushing, like kind of explaining what's going on. We're seeing.
Right.
I can kind of get that's annoying.
Do you relate to the main bad guy? They said the only character they understand is the bad guy.
No, I think he's a freaking psychopath. Ethan Hawke does a good job playing him, though.
Yeah. He really hasn't judged anybody since the first episode. When he's gonna get back to
maybe he's judging people behind screen, man. I don't know. Or he's kind of busy like trying to dig up this thing. So,
yeah.
You know, I'm kind of excited to see more of the god. I wasn't talking anything about the god, like other gods, like how they're just like, yeah, we're here to watch.
Yeah.
Observe.
Hanging out. What's going on with the avatars? Why can they only come to Earth in avatar form? Aren't they like ultra powerful? It's weird to have an ultra powerful being that also can't just walk around and be a dude.
I don't know. Maybe because like we can't see, like no one can see them.
Right.
And even then, like so the term God, like even Thor uses that, and he's technically just an alien. So these guys are most likely just aliens, or extra-dimensional beings, and they just call themselves gods because they have higher power than humans. So since they're so involved with them,
right. Do you think maybe we're in a Tinkerbell situation where people just don't believe in them, so they can't be seen?
Maybe like the Guardians with like Jack Frost and Santa Claus. They don't believe in him. They can't see him.
Yeah. What did Ahmet do that was so bad? that the worst crime anyone can do is attempting to bring her back.
Well, so Ahmed's whole thing is she uproots evil before it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So the choice hasn't been made yet, and so she's judging before a choice can be made.
Right, but like that's just Minority Report. I don't feel like that's.
Well, it's sort of like the question of like killing a certain terrorist as a child,
Right.
like we see in Deadpool 2 when he goes back in time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you really kill a kid if the kid hasn't done anything? And then there's a whole question of whether or not, like, what if like even that person dying, that bad deed still happens.
Mm-hmm. And I think that is like that's why it's a moral question, is because people can understand why it would go that way. So why is this person, because they believe slightly differently, been locked away in wherever land, and bringing it back is the worst crime ever? Like, they're way more chill with Mark just straight up murdering people than they are with somebody bringing back Ahmet. Like, I don't understand where the
moral line is drawn.
There's got to be something there that, like, why is she just the worst?
I don't know, maybe we'll find out. Maybe she pours the milk before the cereal.
Oh, probably.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and comment down what movie you want us to do next, and maybe we'll do it. We might not do it. But we might do it. But we might not do it. But we might do it. Bye. I'm having a bad day. It's about time that I got my way.